I'm not too sure what I'm feeling, but based on my instinct, I strongly believe that your boss has some mystical powers.
Why would you say that?
Yes, he has succeeded in making me forget what I came down here to do. I have a feeling that I'm making a very big mistake.
No. I have a different feeling. Yeah, Mr. Alonso would only make things very easy for you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, come down. I assure you.
Mr. Criswell, I hope you feel better now.
I doubt it. Mr. Criswell has a lot of doubts in him.
I thought as much. And that is the reason why I came to sing you a hope song.
Wow.
I'm all ears, I'm listening.
Taken aback by money. Money was made by men, not the Almighty. Learn to live by faith, trust and obey, for that you came to seek. Many are seeking too. Be free with my girl, be free with me. The time is surely coming when we shall deal with all the lies. The man that lives in glass house should not throw stone. The song is my song, the song is for you. You lost some money, you didn't lose your head. You learn to live by faith, trust and obey. The man that lives in glass house should not throw stone. Should not throw stone. You trust and obey. Trust and obey. Don't throw stone. You lost some money, didn't lose your head. You don't throw stone if you live in a glass house. You lost some money, you didn't lose your head. You don't throw stone, trust and obey. Don't throw stone, trust and obey. Don't throw stone, trust and obey.
That was wonderful.
I am so happy you love the song.
Yeah, I do.
That is my special song for you. You obeyed me and you listened to what I said. And I'm impressed. Listen, men that live in glass house are now throwing stones. And I want you to relax and understand that I know exactly what I am doing. Let us watch and see what is going to become of the house.
He sounded as if he's planning something.
Of course, Mr. Alonso is always planning something. But I can assure you that it's going to be something very good. Wow. My original boss is calling.
How many bosses do you have?
Hello, my lord. Good evening.
I doubt if I'm still your lord.
Oh, my lord, why would you say something that harsh? What have I done?
Well, I asked you your location because I wanted to come over. You told me you were going to call me back. Why haven't you called me back?
My lord, we are here working for you, alright? Just relax and know that I can never ever betray you.
Are you still there with Mr. Creswell?
Yeah, we are all here. We are all here planning, and they're all good plans. Alright? Relax.
Have you told him that you know exactly what happened to his money?
No. Mr. Alonso suggested that it would be better for us not to talk about the money, and I kind of agree with him. Why don't we just relax and see what happens? Alright?
Do you think I will let you rest without giving me the explanation I seek? Who was that man that came with a bloodstained handkerchief, and why would he come to me?
Why are you doing everything possible to provoke me? I was not here when the man came to know why he came.
Oh, Bishop, don't give me that crap. You know exactly what is going on, and you have to explain to me.
Alright. If you feel I'm not telling you the truth, then come force words out of my mouth.
Do you really?
Shut up, I'm still talking. Do not provoke me, I say. Do not ever force me to break you.
Do you realize you're talking to your pregnant wife?
Of course. That is why I sent you to Canada. Why did you defy my arrangement? I knew this place would become volatile, so I played the good husband and sent my wife to Canada, but you would not listen to me. You decided to come back to constitute a big problem to me.
You're talking to me like this? You're talking to me like this?
And why are you calling me at this ungodly hour of the night?
Bishop, I've always known that you were callous, but I never knew how bad.
Are you crazy? So you called me by this time to insult me?
You made an unholy pact with Duncan to kill an innocent man, to kill a man and steal his money. Are you that heartless?
How dare you insult me and accuse me of murder?
You know, I never wanted to face you, Bishop. I never wanted to do that. But I'm doing it right now. And I called you to let you know that I'm coming for you. So that you will never say that I took you unawares.
Are you threatening me?
I'm not threatening you, Bishop. I'm not. I'm just telling you what I will do. Because the throne of our kingdom is not a throne that you can buy with money. Not to talk of blood-stained money. So I'm telling you, understand this. You are grounded. I am grinding you to a halt.
Who was that? Who was that?
Now you listen to me. I say, first thing tomorrow morning, you are leaving this country. If Canada is too cold for you, then you must find somewhere else to go. But you will leave first thing tomorrow morning. That is my decision, and it is irrevocable.
Look at what you're doing to yourself. Look at what you're doing to yourself. You're turning into a monster. What have I done twice?
Chief, I present you with cola. Chief, the issue we face here is bigger than cola. The man that appeared in your dream came with a very strong message, which we cannot ignore.
Ignoring him is the best thing for us to do. Okay. We have a huge task ahead of us. We should not concern ourselves with the rubbish the man is sending. I called you here to ask you how far you have gone with the women.
Chief, I am surprised you are not thinking. You are not thinking again. Do you remember the song you told me he was singing?
Yes. But why should I concern myself with the song someone is singing? Why should it be anything to me?
Chief Odilebe, you told me the stranger sang that you are a man in authority. and that you shouldn't be a destroyer.
Now what do you make of that? Tell me what you make of that I'm a destroyer. Have I not been a productive, traditional prime minister of this land? Have I not carried all you elders along with whatever I do? And my activities? The money the incoming king brought is being shared evenly, and every single one is happy. So now why must I concern myself about some rubbish like that?
Chief Adlibe, the man that appeared to you with a guitar could be one of the spirits of our ancestors, appearing to warn us or let us understand that what we have been doing is not the right thing.
Mba, I do not agree with that. That man with the guitar who appeared in my dream is one of the banished demons of this land. And we should not concern ourselves with the activities of banished demons. We should proceed with the planning of the coronation.
Chief, I'm surprised you still want us to go ahead with the coronation.
I want you to understand my plans. Bishop, he has paid the 1 billion naira as stipulated. So we shall proceed to crown him as king. But here is the plan. We will crown him. He will rule for 3 months. Then he shall be assassinated. Then we go back to our original plans.
Stanley knows everything we are planning. And I know you're the one who told him. And I'm here this morning to ask you one question. You don't bloody know me, Duncan. Why set me up?
I don't get it. What do you mean by set me up?
Stanley knows everything that transpired between you and Mr. Criswell. He knows you attacked him. He knows that the 1 billion naira I gave to the elders was from the money you took from Mr. Criswell. Now it's obvious he couldn't have known all this without you talking. So I ask you this, Duncan. Why make me part of this business when you cannot keep a secret?
Listen, the greatest challenge we have right now is Blasco Alonso. Of all the people, he's now part of the entire process.
What the bloody hell are you talking about? Huh? What the hell are you talking about? Don't tell me you're trying to absolve yourself from all this.
Listen to me. You are going to be the king. And I will be the authority in charge of the bunkery in the district of Apoluka. So let's just stick to the plans and stop raising unnecessary angles.
Unnecessary angles? Huh? Is that what you think? You think this angle is unnecessary? Now you listen to me, Duncan. Stanley knows I had a hand in the death of Mr. Criswell, and it is not good for me.
What exactly do you want from me?
My coronation comes up tomorrow. I spoke with the elders and they told me that everything is set. Stanley will be a problem. Handle Stanley.
Can you define what you mean by handle Stanley?
There are questions you should not ask, Duncan. Handle Stanley can only mean one thing. Handle him. If you want to be in charge of the oil business as we planned, then you must do as I say. And what I say is, handle Stanley.
You know, one thing I know for sure is that they hold Mr. Criswell as a dead man. And they are progressing with their agenda. But I have a watertight plan to make them see the other side of humiliation.
No, Alonzo, I need you to understand something here. I don't intend to humiliate anybody. I just want to be the king, in line with the succession agreement of 1951.
And that is where you will agree with me that you committed a massive blunder to have called Bishop to tell him what you know. That call of yours has drastically exposed you. And now I can tell you authoritatively that they are going to come for you.
Nah, Bishop knows he can't dare me.
You really think so?
Am I still expected to remain here as you are planning all the hostility?
Well, Mr. Criswell, the answer to your question is outstanding yes. I rescued you from the point of death and I've been your host ever since. You are going to remain here for a very long time because you have a part to play in all this.
I came in here for business and now that business is not working according to our plan. I should be allowed to go.
Do you know what, Diane? Please, do me one favor. Handle your boyfriend, please. Please. Let's go. Let me clean it. Just go.
Listen, I know I have gained your trust, alright? So you can actually lean on me. Just do whatever he says you should do. That man is a perfectionist. He hardly makes mistakes.
He said I'm your boyfriend. Am I really your boyfriend?
We'll talk about that later.
Listen, I'm trying to understand you, okay? Why did you call her his girlfriend?
Why are you so much bothered about that woman?
Because she's my staff. She works for me. And I need to know everything concerning her.
And do you think that she's the only one that is working for you? I work for you equally and I want you to calm down. Calm down.
Listen, that girl is special, okay? There's something in her that I don't see in every other person. I don't want you to use her rough.
Stanley, if you know me, you won't be saying all this to me about using somebody rough or no rough. I don't do all those bull crap. I want you to go back to your environment and understand that danger looms. Begin to monitor your environment. Very careful, open your eyes wide. Because if you open your eyes, hopefully, we are going to achieve the Elders Agreement of 1951. Don't allow a woman to be your obsession for now. Don't.
I don't understand that look. Why are you looking at me like that?
I am looking at you because I now see you as a double-edged sword. And I can tell you immediately that I am no longer comfortable with your leadership.
So, you have automatically passed a vote of no confidence on me. Whoever gave you the audacity to pass a vote of no confidence on me?
Where is the copy of the succession agreement of 1951 that we all sworn to defend? Where is it, Mrs. Eshozana?
Come on, Mrs. Okalibe. Why are you going back on that? I thought we've gone beyond that argument. So please, for no reason, do not, I repeat, do not drag us back.
You see? Is this not why they call us Money Republic? You see? People will see what is right and they will turn it upside down just because they have been bought. Just like
Mrs. Okalibe, be careful with the statement you make in this meeting.
I refuse to be careful, Mrs. Echezona. Do you ever think I don't know how to share 1 billion naira with you? All the efforts you are making to silence the secret agreement made by the forefathers of this great kingdom are known. And I can tell you immediately that the truth can never be hidden. Nonsense.
Go back here, Mr. Okalibe. Where do you think you're going? Oh, you want to walk out on the caucus meeting of the Women Assembly? Is that what you want to do?
I am not going to be a part of the meeting where women will allow men to buy their consciences. All your consciences have been bought. And if I stay here any longer, some credible men will start seeing me as part of you. I am not part of you and I will never be. Nonsense.
Mind you, Mr. Okalibe, you have been expelled from the women meeting. You can go to hell.
How dare you have the guts to open your mouth and say such nonsense to me? Huh? Nonsense. Useless people.
Why are you creating tension in the caucus?
We
We have just one leader, Abi.
and she is Mrs. Echezona. We are all responsible women, and we need to learn how to respect our leaders. Why are you not always respecting your leader?
Shut up your mouth. In those days when she was standing on the truth, she was my leader. In those days when she fought injustice in this land, she was my leader. In those days when she upheld the validity of the succession agreement of 1951 of this great kingdom, she was my leader. From the moment she started dining and whining with Chifo Dilibe and all the evil men that are leading our land to doom, she stopped being my leader. And I can say immediately to your face that people that roast yams do not roast their fingers. Nonsense, useless people. Nonsense.
She can leave her to go. Without her, we can do the rest. Leave her.
As you can see, I am not a fool not to know the truth. You deceived us, and you must surely pay for this. You will.
Mrs. Ugezu, come back here! What do you think you're doing?
You heard her. People that roast yam do not roast their fingers. Your fingers are roasted. And that is why you have the guts to mislead the women. Mrs. Echezona, you must pay for this. You must.
Mrs. Echezona, I am not one of those women that you can mislead. I know what my father told me about the succession agreement of 1951. If your money is for us to stand by you and then upturn that agreement, then you are wrong. Because I am not and will never be part of it. I am going to do without these women. I must surely invoke the disciplinary measure on them. Nonsense!
Mrs. Echezona.
Even you?
Yes, even me. I am terribly disappointed to realize that you've made yourself tools in the hands of the enemies of this kingdom. Here's the cursed money you gave me. And mind you, one day, on a very good day, your sins shall surely find you out. Idiots. Go to hell!
Leave them to go. Three of us can do this meeting.
Just go. Just
we can do it without them.
They can't do
anything. Just tell you, we can do it without them.
What nonsense. Please get out.
Asubike! Asubike!
Sir!
What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this?
Sir, I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
You are surprised? You are surprised? Was this not done by human beings? How can you convince me that you've been around since I left?
Yes, sir. You're right,
but what? What, Asubike? You're telling me that someone can comfortably walk into my compound, into my living room and do this while you're around? Why then am I paying you, Asubike? Why? Why am I paying you as my housekeeper and my gate man when this can happen to my house?
Sir, this thing is not ordinary. When you left, I didn't go anywhere. These people that did this thing, they are not ordinary.
What do you mean it's not ordinary, Asubike? What do you mean by that?
Frankly speaking, sir, these people, they are not ordinary. When you left, I didn't go anywhere. I didn't see anybody around the compound. This is very strange, sir. It's strange.
Asubike.
Yes, how did it go?
I want to be sure if this thing is going to work.
I hear you express some doubt there. What is the problem?
The Women Assembly is divided over this matter. And some of the women we thought we bought over are returning the money.
Why?
They want total implementation of the succession agreement of 1951. And some of these women are talking tough. I want to be assured that this thing is going to work.
Of course it's going to work. As a matter of fact, it's already working. Ego Igwe Kingdom is going to become an entirely new place. And when that happens, those who assisted in the process will be very, very relevant in the upcoming dispensation. Especially you.
Mrs. Okalibe has been the one inciting the people. And I have expelled her from the Women Assembly.
I do not have any problems with that. In fact, you can expel some more if they give you problems. They need to know that you are very important in this kingdom.
Thank you very much, Chief. Thank you so much. I will let you know if there's any new development. Thank you.
You do that. Good job.
I came back and I met the place like this. Even my housekeeper doesn't know how or when it happened. I mean, why do you think they did this? What is this for?
You call yourself a mafia in a land that is under siege. As from now, keep low or we'll bring you down, His Majesty. I want you to task your thought. Prove to me that you are rooted and versatile. Tell me the origin of this threat, because this is a threat.
Does it mean he sees himself as the king? Is that why he addresses himself as His Majesty?
No, I know what you think. Deep down in your heart, you believe that Bishop did this. Ultimately, it may not be Bishop. But one thing is clear now. This house is vulnerable, at least for now.
So what are you saying? You want me to run away? Leave my home?
Stanley, discretion is the better part of valor. Taking a leave is different from leaving. I want you to take a leave.
Father, it's already getting late, and I wonder if you're still going to say what you promised to tell me today.
I can see that your curiosity is high. That's what I want. To see your curiosity sunk to the verge of bursting. Now we can talk. No matter what a student gets to know, it is unacceptable for the student to say that he knows more than his teacher.
I don't know why you would tell me that. I've never told anyone that I know more than you.
I am not talking about me. I'm not talking about today. I'm talking of the future. A man you trust will come to advise you to leave your house. The event leading to that advice will be so mysterious that you'll be forced to give it a second thought. Do not give it a second thought. Men that are men do not run away from their houses.
Are you actually saying that if there's danger in the house, that I must remain there and die?
Internally generated problems may force a man to take a leave. But internally generated problems will die over a time. Do not allow faceless invaders to force you to leave your house. Men that are men will stay. Men that are men will not run away from their house. They will stay behind to see what the invaders have come for.
Listen, I really appreciate your advice, but I'm not leaving my home. I'm not running away. I'm not gonna do that.
You have potentials. I elected to work for you because of the potentials I see. But I'll tell you something, Stanley. You have to be alive to achieve these potentials.
I'm not going anywhere. These men that did this, they are invaders. My father called them faceless invaders. They just came here to put fear into me. But I'm not going anywhere. Now I understand what my father was saying that night. Men who are men do not leave their homes. They do not run away. And I am not going anywhere. Whatever happens, I will be here. I will be here.
I like the spirit. I like the spirit. You see, too many things will be happening this night. There's a lot of things. And I want us to be ready for what is going to happen. Let us relax and watch it. You shall see me when you need me.
Bishop Dikeh. What does he think he can do? Why is he always going against the due process?
Well, one thing that is finally established is that Stanley is going down. And you know what that means? That simply means that you should do the right thing.
So tell me, what do you think is the right thing?
Simple. Very simple. Be mine. Be mine and finally. Take a second look at yourself. You're beautiful. You're an international babe. You shouldn't be sinking with a man that is sinking. Well, no doubt, Bishop is going to be king. And that means that's my group, we will be the new oil bunkers of his kingdom. You know what that means. More money. More money to take care of his beautiful skin.
Yeah, when I look at you, I see a man that has no plans. Yeah. Listen, when I see you, I just wonder. Seriously, I wonder why you call yourself a mafia.
Listen, that I want you to be my woman is not a passport for you to insult me, okay?
Can you remember what the musician sang about when he appeared in your dream?
We must die. That is the end of life. It pains us the most when people die before the time. Those who have sense, they don't move on to their deaths. I implore you to have some sense. Don't move on to your own death. Stay away from death. Stay away from death. Stay away from death. Untimely death is not a good thing.
Yeah, musician, yes. It was a song. The song itself was as meaningless as standing.
He sang to you and warned that you should stay away from death. But it seems to me like you did not digest that song properly. You better stay away from that.
Come on. What do you think you're doing?
I have better things to do.
Come in. Better things to do.
have better things to do, huh? Alright. Tell me you love me before you leave.
You have 5 seconds to leave me alone or you will see me.
I will see you. What else is there to see beyond what I already see?
Listen to me. I am not a cheap lady you can get anytime you want. Asshole.
Guy, I beg, I will call you back.
Hold it right there.
You want to cut this call? Don't even dare. Stanley just called Bishop. Means Stanley is still alive. How can you explain that?
What do you want me to explain?
I sent you to assassinate Stanley because it is confirmed that his presence would be a problem for us. You went there, upturned his chairs in his living room, and left a printed note. Is that how Mafia operate?
Duncan, listen. Were you actually thinking that I was gonna assassinate Stanley? Oh, then you must be the biggest dumb I have ever seen. Stanley is my friend, okay? We had issues. We had issues because he banged my woman. So what? That to me is nothing. And I am not going to kill anyone over nothing.
Where are you now?
It's not your business where I am. I am comfortable where I am.
Give me your exact location. I need to see you at once.
You don't need to know my exact location because I am coming to your bank right now. Been listening to my telephone conversation? You've been eavesdropping?
You left Stanley because you think he slept with me. I put it to you that he did not sleep with me. I am still waiting for the day he will desire me with love. And I will give it to him like no other woman has given it to him before.
Hey, please, spare me all the lying, okay?
I have confirmed that you were the one that went to Stanley's house. And I put it to you that you smell.
I smell. Diane, I smell. I smell. I smell. I know the streets more than you do, Diane. Put that gun down.
I know more than you know. Don't force me to end you up.
Okay. Look, Diane. We shouldn't be doing this. We're probably mistaken.
Don't try me. Don't!
Does it mean that she didn't sleep with Stanley?
This is unbelievable. Totally unbelievable. You engaged Baron, Stanley's right-hand man, as your hitman, and then you turn around to tell me you are working for me.
My order was for him to go and assassinate Stanley. And he told me my order was carried out. Whereas he didn't do nothing about it. Betrayal of confidence is a dangerous crime in our mafia cycle. But not to worry. I will deal with Baron myself.
You're going to deal with Baron yourself? Huh? That is what you stand here like a chicken to tell me you are going to deal with Baron yourself. Why don't you go out there and start dealing with him right now?
Like I said, he's on his way here. Let's exercise a little patience.
Now you listen to me, Duncan. The elders in council just confirmed to me that my coronation will be taking place tonight. I have put everything in place. And I know Stanley. He will come there to disrupt things, so I tell you this for the last time. Take care of Stanley. You have a few hours to do that. Take care of Stanley. I don't want stories.
I'm not gonna fight, scheme for what is mine. I appreciate your invitation, the deal, but with all due respect, I'm not interested. Okay? Thank you.
Why am I not eager to kill this bastard?
You think I don't know what you did? Why are you so losing and stupid?
I don't know why you would qualify me with those words. I understand you're angry and you have the right to flare up. But I am still the same Bright that you know. The original trigger lady of Greenland. Why call me names?
You slept with the chief of army staff. True or false?
True. I slept with the chief of army staff.
Oh, this is unbelievable. You sit right in front of me and admit that you did it.
I was initiated into the Mafia of Brooklyn when I was 16. I don't lie. Yes, I slept with a man, right? I need you to understand that I did that for you.
This whole madness is becoming interesting. Now, you tell me that you slept with a man because of me. How is that even possible?
The time is coming when you will see the vanity of your systematic dismemberment. There is a gun called One-Man Riot Squad. This gun is owned by all the millionaires of the United States. It is more powerful than 30 military guns put together. The speed is outstanding. And the impact is, to say the least, dynamic. Baby, you need to own this gun. If you have this gun, our invaders cannot be seen. You can all gun them down at once. I collected this gun from the military general. Indicate your interest and the gun is yours.
Now, Bright, you listen to me. If you leave this house, do not ever come back. Did you really think that you can humble me with your lies? Did you?
I don't understand. What is wrong with you, Stanley? You know me. It's not in my character. It's not my habit to lie.
The mere fact that you slept with the general disqualifies you from membership in the Queenland organization. Now you leave my house and never come back because I am not a fool. If you do not leave now, you will see the other side of me. Do I make myself clear?
I'm telling you. Stanley, I'm telling you. You're going to need me very soon. And when that time comes, you will remember the number to call. But if you call me up, I'm gonna be there. And you know why? Because I love you. Gotta go.
God knows I need no cheap girl in my life. You know, I'm glad you came when I called. I'm now convinced that I need that one-man riot squad of yours.
Stanley, you remembered me because the people you trust betrayed you finally. You're up against forces that are driven by greed. I volunteered to work with you again, and my reasons are simple. Just because you're the only Mafian that knows how to preach.
All right, listen, I need that gun, and I want you to go and get it.
No, baby, you don't. You need it no more, because you've got something that is mightier than guns. I know the politics that is going on. But before I continue, can we at least get into the house?
You just, hold on, I need to answer this call. Just go in there. The place is a bit messed up, but you know, you can find what you need. Let me just answer this call.
And keep me waiting.
All right. Yeah. Listen, I'm in the house right now. Where are you?
You may not believe me, but what I am telling you is the truth.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Byron is responsible for the chairs that were upturned in your living room. He also printed the warning.
Who told you that?
I heard him talking to somebody I presume to be Duncan on the phone. He didn't even know I was eavesdropping. Listen, as I'm talking to you right now, Byron has compromised his status completely, and he might want to kill you soon.
Wait, just hold on. Are you trying to tell me that Byron is now working for Duncan and probably for Bishop?
Yes. Listen, he even told me that Bishop will be crowned king and that you are a total loser. He's already seen himself as one of the men that will be in control of the oil that will be gotten from Igwe kingdom.
All right, you know what? Just come over to the house right now. I'm here with Bright. Can you come over?
On the contrary, I would ask you to do me a favor. Come to McGregor Suite and Spa right now. Leave your house.
How do you expect me to do that at this crucial time in my fight to become the king? Listen, I can't do that. You just come over to the house, okay? We have some things to discuss before dusk, right?
A man that is surrounded by enemies should be on alert 247. Come to McGregor Suite and Spa right now.
Remember what you told me the first time you stepped into this house? That you have parted ways with Stanley.
So what? So what, Duncan? Is that why you wanted me to assassinate him?
Even if you forget every other thing, you will not forget the fact that I remain the bad man Duncan. I remain the original problem of this land. If you fail to tell me what exactly I want to hear, you will leave me with no option but a venture that unimagined.
Venture of the unimagined. You know what, Duncan? You're a fool. You're talking arrant nonsense. Venture of the unimagined. What do you think you want to venture in that I haven't ventured in? Huh? Let me make something clear to you. I left my boss. I left Stanley because I thought he slept with my woman. I've long found out that he didn't do that. And I regret ever leaving my boss. What the?
Men are accepted to work with me, do exactly what I say. In your next word, know that Mafia don't change come with ease. In a short sentence, what exactly do you want?
I am standing right here in your compound. I want you to step out.
You have the guts to come here. What the hell do you want here?
I don't want us to talk too much. Just step out. Come out and tell me what I want to hear. Make up your mind and make it really fast.
Are you talking to me like that?
Oh God, we are talking for too long. Just come out here. Come out and face me.
The musician. What are you doing here?
Duncan, I had wanted to sing for you. But it is now clear to me that you're overtaken by fear and I'm not going to sing for you again. But I will tell you something. It is not too late for you to start to do the right thing.
Blasca Alonso, let me ask you a simple question. What do you stand to achieve in all this?
The language in the mouth of everybody is money. Don't hide the truth because of money, because the truth is priceless. No matter how you try to hide the truth, it must always find a way to spring forth. Don't be among the men that will be disgraced when the truth comes up.
Now what truth are you talking about?
I am talking about the truth concerning the kingship of Ego Igwe kingdom.
Of course you are aware that I'm not from Ego Igwe kingdom.
Yeah, of course I know you're not from there. But you know everything concerning the kingship tussle of Ego Igwe kingdom. You are working for it. I tell you something, it is not often that I come to warn anybody. But I've warned you. I'm not going to warn you the second time. And I want to tell you something, Duncan. Do not try anything stupid when I'm leaving. Because if you try anything stupid, you will hate what I'm going to do.
That bastard just got up at there big time. But I've turned it off. This night is the night that you will be crowned king of Ego Igwe kingdom. That should be your concern. I'll talk to you later.
precisely are we going?
Can it ever be said that you are under the illusion that the musician can lead you astray?
No, of course not. But I just want to know where we're going to.
Do you still remember that night you came into my hotel room and offered yourself? I'm talking about the night you resurrected the strip dancer in you. The night you asked me to be the 8th man in your life and I resisted you. I advised you that night to work so hard and achieve your potentials in life, and I'm so excited that you are doing exactly what I said. Now, have you asked yourself how I was able to resist your charms that night?
Well, I was trained by men that always tell me to forget the past and face the future. I do not live in the past.
So automatically you are telling me that you are a lady of the future. Can you define the future?
Oh, hold on. So right now we are here to start defining future, right? Is that why we're here?
You see, show a man or a woman his or her future, and that individual has no future. What I'm telling you is something that is established in the occult. Fully established. Any man or any woman who knows his or her future has no future. But when I look at you, I see your future.
Oh, really? So, please, can you tell me my future? Tell me about it. I want to know.
You see, there are many people that when they remember their past, they are disappointed because their future is shrouded in mystery and in agony. They are crying every day. What kind of future is this? The reason why they remember their past is because their future is not bright. But I tell you something, you are going to be counted among the number that their future will force to forget their past permanently.
Wow. I hope so.
Just drive.
Okay, I'll drive.
I will tell you where we're going.
Okay.
You know, I actually came to say that I'm really very, very sorry for all that happened between us. I'm sorry. I mean, I was angry. Yes, I was, because I thought that you slept with my woman. But I just realized now that I judged you in a hurry. So I've come to say that I'm sorry. I'm humbly pleading with you to forgive me. Look, we can still work things out and achieve results if you give me a second chance, please.
Baron, as I look at you, what I see is a pretender.
I'm not a pretender. I'm not a pretender, Stanley. I don't know what happened. I don't know what came over me. I just can't know. I've been thinking about it.
Shut up! Listen, I don't want to fall out with you. Okay, I don't. But just leave my house and don't ever come back. Please.
Look, Stanley. My exit from the Greenland was for good. I have learned a lot now. It was indeed an eye-opener. Look at this. Look at this. Duncan shot me. He shot me. Do you know why? Because I told him that you remained my boss and that I would never, ever kill you. I would have no reason to kill you whatsoever.
Please, forgive me. Aha. The idiot must have read my note. That's him calling. But I will not pick this call.
Why?
This is not good enough.
You know, Byron, the only thing I can say here is that I've forgiven you. But I can never walk with you again.
You can never ever walk with me again, Stanley. Why?
Because you are a murderer. Yes. When the going was good, way back, when we were still friends, I cautioned you, I warned you to stay away from evil. But you went and connived with Duncan to perpetuate evil and sustain terror in this community. I can never walk with you again because I have lost my confidence in you. I'm sorry about that.
Why are you calling my number?
Dead men are not counted dead until they die the second death. You have proven to me that you're nothing but a sucker. But I promise you, I will personally handle your second death.
And you proved to be a mafia in a land that's already under siege. Huh? Well, Duncan, listen. You better lie low or watch your back. Otherwise, we will bring you down.
Who are the we you are working with that you have the audacity to tell me you can bring me down?
I want you to listen again, Duncan, and listen very, 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 very well. Get lost. Get lost. And never ever call my number again! Okay? Stanley, please. Just give me a second chance, okay? I promise I'm not gonna let you down.
You are the traditional prime minister. You are the head of the ruling council that selects who should be crowned king. May I know who you want me to crown king?
Bishop. He is the one that has fulfilled all the requirements of the kingmakers of this kingdom. We want him as king.
By the order of the prime minister, step out to be crowned king. What is the meaning of this? Why must you misbehave before the people? Why must you turn your back against the chief priest?
Now, must you display your bad manners at all times? You are late to this occasion, yet you want to distract this occasion. Why?
I am sorry, Chief Odilibe, but there's surely no occasion. Can't you see? I thank God that our virgins didn't disappoint. I am so disappointed that even the chief priest of this great kingdom has elected to be part of the madness of Money Republic.
Do you realize that you are standing before the traditional prime minister of this kingdom? And why must you call this a mad process?
Possibly because I, Mrs. Okalibe, personally decided not to contaminate myself with the filthy money that was circulated, the gods and the ancestors of this great kingdom have pushed me to come and tell you that the truth can never be hidden.
What truth are you talking about?
This is for you.
I remain the chief priest of this land. But I'm not part of the politics of the kingdom. Why have you invited me to your compound at this ungodly hour of the night? And why are you offering me money?
My dear chief priest, I don't want you to see this as just offering you money. But I want you to take this money and open your eyes and see that you are a part and parcel of this money republic.
What do you want me to do?
Oh, simple. I want you to make Bishop king of this land, even though he might not qualify. But I want him as king of this kingdom.
Why do you want me to crown a man that is not qualified the king?
Oh, he has fulfilled all the obligations as stipulated. He has. And let me tell you something, Chief Priest. I want you to understand that man, especially people like you, should be allowed to make money from whatever office they occupy, whatever position they occupy in the kingdom. Which is why I offer you this money today. To crown Bishop the king. And there's plenty more to come.
A murderer must not emerge as the king. The man you have selected is a murderer, and I cannot crown a murderer king.
Do not let us keep searching the innards of men. Because if we continue to search the innards of men, you will find out that even the greatest of men, if you search his innards, you will find particles of feces there. This is all about money.
But money does not mean everything. We have our custom and tradition to protect. I cannot crown a murderer as king.
You are quite right. But even the Holy Book says that money answereth everything. I'm offering you 3 million naira. Crown Bishop, the king of this kingdom, for me.
What you are asking me to do must surely set a very dangerous precedent in this kingdom. And I don't want it to be in my time.
See, dangerous precedents are not. I want us to end this conversation right now. I want us to end this conversation now. My dear Chief Priest, I offer you 5 million naira. And you will come to the town hall. You will crown Bishop, the king of this kingdom. And you will become filthy rich, the first millionaire chief priest of this kingdom and its entire Lebanon. And not just the money. We will make you a part of the oil business. Come tomorrow and crown Bishop the king.
You are a woman, and women should not interfere in the process and the coronation of kings.
And you are the chief priests. And chief priests do not take bribe to pervert a process. I want you to swear on the virginity of those 2 virgins that bear the coronation symbols that you have not perverted the process.
Woman, I am going to warn you for the last time to leave this hall right now. Is it not true that you have been expelled from the women assembly? So I tell you, leave this hall right now.
Ogbuefi, Omemma, Ichie Nwandu, Eze Alusi, I bow in greeting.
I am coming to you. Ichie Ife Kando brought you to this town hall. And he made a remarkable statement. Do you remember what he said? I was misled by Chief Odilebe in this matter. And I have always known that what we are doing is not right. You decided to disobey the dead, and you will face the shame. Now, Chief Priest, I'm back to you. If you fail to do the right thing and protect our custom and tradition, we will face the music. We will be up against the gods. I have been the chief priest before you. And if you are with the gods, you don't be against the gods. If you fail to do the right thing, the head of the virgins will crown the king. And if she crowns the king becomes the paramount ruler, who will rule without the traditional prime minister. The king will appoint his own council of elders and will take decisions without consultation, and the decisions will be final.
The virgins shall expose the truth, and men like you that cover the truth shall be exposed.
We are the living and the owners of defining the future of this kingdom weighs on us. We will proceed. The utterances of your predecessor will never see the light of day. No virgin will crown no king here.
Danger looms.
What do you mean by danger looms? What danger and where is it looming?
Bishop, your hands are dripping with blood. Swear on your life that you're not a murderer.
How dare you insult me? How dare you call me a murderer? Are you nuts?
I have not called you a murderer in vain. You are indeed a murderer.
We are the virgins of the oracle, and we do know that danger looms. Let us avoid this danger.
I have a feeling that two of you are capitalizing on what one said to create tension in this place. I am going to handle your guts. Come with me. What is the problem?
I'm sorry, Chief Odelibe. I don't think I will continue with this coronation.
See, that is why I brought you out here. I can see that you are developing cold feet. So I brought you here to remind you what we have put in place. Remember, you are going to be filthy rich. You will be the only millionaire chief priest in this kingdom and all its environ. Don't forget that.
Our ancestors and even my predecessor are involved in what we are doing, and they are visibly against us.
Let me warn you. Why are you worried yourself about all the rubbish they are saying? Let the dead remain dead. The dead don't play politics. This is politics of now, not empty politics. This is politics of money. Politics of money. You must begin now to think about money.
I want us to go back to the succession agreement of 1951.
Why do you want to take us back to 1951? The young man there, we're about to crown king, is the way forward. He has been able to achieve all the tasks we gave him. He's an achiever. He has proven it. So he is determined and he is qualified to be the next king of this kingdom. We can work with him. With him, all our plans will come to head. And don't forget something. We are going to be very rich. We're talking money here. We will be so rich, it will be a shame. We'll be so rich, we'll carry the name of our kingdom in our head. The Ego Kingdom. Remember that. You with me?
We are in Ini Edo. And we are defining the future of this kingdom. You are the man that will oversee the affairs of this kingdom in the new dawn. Come forward.
Is dead. What do we do?
We must gather tomorrow to define the way forward for this kingdom.
I said it!
Son of a gun, come with me. Come!
Obode maybe wo Oboda joka urundinze Obode maybe wo Anade maurundinze Obode maybe wo Oboda joka urundinze Obode maybe wo Ugezu obode kanele
Listen. I have brought you here into my house so as to speak to you.
See, all is not lost.
And how am I supposed to believe that? Huh? I am now convinced that it was the gods that killed the chief priest. And it is clear that it is the head of the oracle virgins who will crown the king.
It makes it easier. Yes, it makes it easier. See, Bishop, you go to your own house and leave me to play this politics. I will tell you that I am still the traditional prime minister of this kingdom. Leave me to this politics.
I'm not threatening you, Bishop. I'm not. I'm just telling you what I will do. Because the throne of our kingdom is not a throne that you can buy with money. Not to talk of blood-stained money. So I'm telling you, understand this. You are grounded. I am grinding you to a halt.
I do not like what is happening. I recall some things and I get weak.
Well, I do not know what you recall that makes you weak. But I tell you, I am in charge here. I am in charge here.
Let me remind you, Chief Odilibe, that you said you will handle the gods of the virgins, and so far, you have done nothing.
How can you say that? Now, how can you say that? You don't know what I told the chief priest when I took him out? I am working, and I want you to understand that I don't ever fail in anything I'm involved with. Never.
Anade maurundinze Obode maybe wo Oboda joka urundinze Obode maybe wo Anade maurundinze Obode maybe wo Oboda joka urundinze Obode maybe wo Ugezu obode kanele.
Tonight is the night they'll crown him king. I'm surprised you decided not to attend. Is it because of what the musician said to you?
Nah, it's not just about Alonzo. I've decided to exclude myself from that process. You see, I don't have the kind of money that will satisfy the lust of Chief Odilibe and the elders. I don't have that kind of money, so I don't see what I'm doing there. Yeah, hello. I'm here.
You didn't come for the charade. Why?
Well, you yourself just called it a charade. So I don't see what I'm doing there.
There is only one thing I can tell you. Our ancestors are not blind.
Yeah, I know they're not blind. Why do you say that?
The chief priest has died. He was killed by the gods. This happened before everybody. I now know that the truth can never be hidden.
Are you sure about what you're saying?
The coronation has been postponed until tomorrow. The head of the virgins will be the one that will crown the king. Please try and be there.
I don't know what you want from me.
I want you to take this 5 million naira. Take it. It's all yours.
You've said that before. And I want you to tell me exactly what you want me to do with the money.
Well, you are the authority in position to crown the next king. And I want you to take this money and crown Bishop as the next king of this kingdom for me. Look, as a traditional prime minister of this kingdom, I know things that others don't know. So you take this money and crown Bishop for me.
Bishop? That man? Was he not the same man that the chief priest was about to crown the king before he met his death?
Ever wondered why I'm here this late?
No.
It's because I've been to Burunda to make inquiries into the death of the chief priest. And it's been revealed that his death has nothing to do with coronation. You see, the chief priest had committed a private abomination, which forbids him to touch any sacred object on your tray. He should have allowed you to crown the king, but he did not. He chose to do it himself. That is why he met his death.
Now, I want you to tell me exactly what you want me to do for you.
Well, I want you to take this 5 million naira and go home. Prepare your mind against tomorrow. So when I present Bishop tomorrow, you cry him up king.
What you're asking me to do is very wrong, sir. And you know that.
No. There's nothing wrong in what I'm asking you to do. Not at all. As the head of the virgins of Oracle, your life is already destroyed. I'm offering you this so that you might have the opportunity to redefine yourself. And you will also be placed on the regular salary. Take this money home. Do as you are told. And your life will be better for it. Take it. Elders of Ego Kingdom, we are back at the succession agreement of 1951. And it is clear now that it is the head of the virgins that will crown our next king. And we implore you to use your good office. Look at these two men who are both qualified as kings, and crown one of them as a king of this kingdom.
You are a man in authority. You shouldn't be among the destroyers. You should be part of those that seek progress in the land. Have you heard that quotation before?
You are a man in authority. You shouldn't be among the destroyers. You should be part of those that seek progress.
I don't know why you keep referring to such death quotation. We are here to crown a king that we can take to the central palace and end all this confusion. Crown one of them king.
If you go to the shrine of Igwe, you will see the briefcase containing the 5 million naira that was given as a bribe. Now, Chief Odilibe, let me ask you, why do you soil your hands in the manipulations of the land?
Do you know that I am still the traditional prime minister of this land? You must do what you have to do and do it now, so that we might end all this confusion in the land. Crown one of them king now.
Can you swear on this ancestral stool that you have never murdered anyone in your life?
You insane. We are here for the business of crowning the king and moving this land forward. Let us concentrate on that and stop asking me stupid questions.
A murderer cannot emerge as a king in this land. And one of you is a murderer, and he can never be the king.
King, you bitches, just shut up. Chief Odilibe, we had a deal. Execute that deal, or you will face me. Where do you think you are? Stop right there. Turn around and look at me. I said, turn around. Where do you think you're going?
Son of a bitch. Why? Why did you pull a gun? Right in the midst of the elders at the town hall?
I don't care, old man. Elders of Igwe Kingdom transformed into mere psychos. Bunch of greedy old men. You think you can run away with my money? You don't know who I am. And back to you. You shut up! Don't talk when I talk. You think you can manipulate this process? Huh? You think so? Well, sorry, it's not possible. You know why? Because I am Bishop Okadike, and I am going to be king, and you will be the ultimate loser, because right now, you are about to die!
The gods of Igwe Kingdom are never asleep.
Kings are born, princes are made. The throne of our forefathers is not for sale. Kings are born, princes are made.
The end of the evil men was planned by the gods, and the reason is to make Igwe better. Mr. Stanley Ifekandu, you are now the new face of Igwe, and you shall rule as a paramount king in this kingdom. As the head of the virgins of the oracle, I declare you the king. This is the throne of Igwe Kingdom. You are now the chief custodian of the customs and traditions of the land.
Igwe. The gods and the ancestors of this great kingdom came together to make you king. I wanted to rule like the man that came in through due process. Igwe.
Kings are born, princes are made. The throne of our forefathers is not for sale. Kings are born, princes are made. The throne of our forefathers is not for sale. When there's wickedness in the land, the people suffer. When there's justice and peace in the land, there is prosperity, there is laughter. Kings are born, princes are made. The throne of our forefathers is not for sale. Kings are born, princes are made. The throne of our forefathers is not for sale. Kings are born, princes are